What's up, everybody? It's Tony the Brick Whisperer coming back at you from the rec room. And as you can see, it is still a wreck. Something tells me that is not going to change anytime soon. So, first, we'll start off with the disclaimers. Lego is not giving me anything. This is all part of the collection. I have no sponsors. Should I mention anybody and not declare that they're not a sponsor, I'll put that little warning label up. So, today we are going to be shooting a special video, as I was saying earlier, about my rec room. This might sound like I'm complaining. I am not. So let's get that out of the way. The rec room looks the way that it does because I have more stuff coming in than I do going out. So I had bought a bin of loose parts, started getting it sorted, started getting stuff built so I can get it off to go to Bricks and Minifigs Avondale, not a sponsor, for trades so I can get some more stuff for my collection. And next thing I know, Mrs. Brick Whisperer shoots me a message while she's out and about. Hey, I found these 3 tubs. Would you like one? Well, as it turns out, she ended up buying all 3, which made sense because as I went through one, I found that parts to some stuff that was in there that were missing were found in one of the other 2. So great, she bought me all 3. So now that's 4 bins I've got to go through. I'm still going through them. As you can see, all of those bags right there on the TV stand. I'm still working on those 3 big bins. That first bin that I was discussing, it's still in the closet right there behind me, so I'm still working on that. And wouldn't you know it, she left, and because I had gotten a tip from one of my customers that there was a bin located over here. She bought it. I started working on that. And then she had left and found another bin. And no kidding, within the last, I want to say it was been this past week, she found another from a private seller, bought that, starting to get that worked on. I'm going to have a lot to trade in, which, great, I can't wait to start getting some more stuff added to the collection because the ultimate goal is every single Star Wars set that Lego has ever released. But as I stated, that today we're shooting a very special episode. So, my mother, first, do we call her Mama Brick Whisperer? Do we call her Nana Brick Whisperer? I would leave it to the family to vote on, but considering that she has 10 grandchildren, I'm fairly certain that the name's going to end up becoming Nana Brick Whisperer, but I'm curious what she's going to say, because this video is for her. So, as many of you know, I have bad knees. I am in desperate need of knee replacements. Well, my mother beat me to it. So, good job, Mom. She is going to be having a knee replacement done today. And I really sincerely hope she has a quick, speedy recovery and things go as smoothly for her as I hope they will be. I've heard a lot of people say that after a knee replacement, they're in far less pain than they were before. So, Mom, I hope for the very best for you. With that being said, and I sincerely hope that Mom is watching, because I will be sending her the link, I bought her something. Who would Tony the Brick Whisperer be without giving his mother a Lego set? So what did I get her? Well, I got her a couple of things. Number one, and first and foremost, I got her, boom, right there, set number 31170, the Pink Flamingo. Originally released on the 1st of March of 2025. So this set is all of 4 or 5 days old. Not that old of a set, brand spanking new. Recommended retail price of $25. Why would I buy her a Pink Flamingo? Well, as I will be stating in the upcoming build, my mother loves flamingos. So what do? I'm going to add to her flock. You'll hear me state it in the video that is going to be playing here momentarily of me building this set. I'm going to reiterate it. She has over 350 flamingos throughout every room in her house, to include her front yard, her backyard, her back patio. They are everywhere. I'm half surprised she doesn't have pink feathers growing out of her head. So, I decided to film this in real time because it's the only build for this video. And I can't even remember ever doing only one build for a video. I'll have to go back and take a look through the list. But let's dive right into it. So here we go. All right, let's get to it. Brand spanking new. Fresh out the box. Only 2 bags. I like that. So usually I have all this sorted and organized, but today I am going to organize as I go because obviously I am shooting this in real time once again. So I mean, this set has only 288 pieces, so I can't imagine it's going to take me very long. Now, let's face it, I am simply contributing to the already massive number of flamingos that my mother has. I had texted her the other day because Todd from Bricks and Minifigs Avondale and I were talking, and we got on the topic of her flamingos. I asked her how many because I thought she knew. Well, as it turns out, she didn't necessarily have that number off the top of her head, which is fine. Not to worry. But I was not expecting her to go count. So, she went and counted. She came back and told me a handful of numbers, so I grab my calculator, get to counting, or get to adding it all up. And total ended up being over 350. Here I am, about to add 2. I had to take a quick pause there for a moment. Mrs. Brick Whisperer had to shoot me a message. There's a dog whining to go outside. At the same time, I'm fairly certain Mama, or Mrs. Brick Whisperer, excuse me, Mrs. Brick Whisperer has no idea that I am currently shooting, but that's okay. So, with this being the only build for this video, that's why we're doing it in real time. what's kind of irritating, not gonna lie, is I can't have any music playing. So the last time I did a real-time video, I had some music playing in the back. I get editing and trying to upload, and then I get a notification that I am trying to publish a video that has copyrighted material. And I was just like, seriously? So it's okay, all good. But I believe that filming this way, I believe I said it in the last video, is where you get to really see, oh, yep, he's human, he makes mistakes. I drop stuff all the time. I'm just curious when I'm going to see a notification from Mrs. Brick Whisperer, hey, dogs are trying to come inside. But I'm sure that time is coming. I'm sure it's going to come quick. So yes, my mother absolutely loves flamingos. No idea why. I don't think she ever said why she has so many. Now, on one hand, I kind of know why she has so many. She has so many because for every special occasion, everyone in the family buys her a flamingo. Something flamingo. Well, hey, if it makes her happy, I'm happy. And obviously right now I am very much so hoping, praying that this video, this flamingo, all the thought behind it. I really hope that, obviously I really hope that she loves it. I'm sure that she will. And I know that she will see all the thoughtfulness that goes behind it. I mean, hey, you only get one mom in this life. Yeah, only one mom in this life, and I know that I am absolutely terrible at making phone calls and such, because everybody gets wrapped up in life. But she is my mother. I love her very much, and I just hope that this video really expresses that sentiment. So one thing that I will also be doing is I'll also be sending this link so that she can watch it and enjoy it while she is in recovery from surgery. Need to make that clear. Don't want people thinking the wrong thing. I apparently missed something. See, this is part of that mistaking I was talking about. Where in the heck did that happen? must have turned a page and not realized it. Yep, bingo. This is definitely one of those instances where speed isn't always key. Bum, bum, and there we go. We got the body going pretty strong now. So let's just keep trekking along. See, and that's another thing right there. If you didn't just see these pages, especially brand spanking new, they have a tendency to stick together, static cling, sort of. And while irritating, it happens. Now, one thing that I am hoping is that with some of the automated issues that LEGO has had as of late, I sincerely hope that everything is here. If you do not know what I am talking about, there have been problems as it pertains to some of the automation in bagging these sets, because everything, essentially it's almost as if everything gets done by weight, and when it goes, gets bagged, gets sent off, when it goes to get weighed for the quality control, yeah, that's the correct weight, when in fact it might be missing a piece here, missing a piece there, or something of that sort for the computer to just sit there and, yep, we're good. So it does happen. Especially because as of late, I have had a ton of customers come in to Bricks and Minifigs Avondale looking for a part that they could not find from a brand spanking new set, and they don't understand why. Oh, see, there we go. There's the first drop piece. I think one of these days for these types of videos, I'm going to start doing a count. All right, how many times does he drop pieces? I am not necessarily a big fan of these little quarter tiles. I don't know how well you can see. Oh, you know what? It might help if I don't know, turn on the light. How could I get away with shooting all of this without even having my light on? There we go. See, there, that's the piece I was talking about. These little quarter tiles. Oh, I'm just winning at life, aren't I? All right. I feel like I missed something because I got this guy just sitting here. And see, again, mistakes happen. All I can do is just push through, move on. Got that. There we go. Well, see, it's usually, for those of you that build, if you didn't already know, here you go. This is little bit of a learning thing for those of you that build. My nephew, he was building a set a while ago, and I had gone by, and he was so very proud of what he had built. 1 second, it's about to get loud. Okay, as I was saying, he was so proud of what he had built. And when I went to go see him, he showed me the set that he was building, and I told him this does not look right, because I also had the set. And he goes, "It's right. I followed the instructions." And then he showed me, but at the same time, I have all these extra parts. Oh my goodness. I say that, carrying on into what happened quite recently. I was at Bricks and Minifigs Avondale. I was certifying a set and found that the person did not put the set together correctly. He or she did not follow the instructions. I'm on people, they're there for a reason. So, good rule of thumb. Lego will only give essentially the tiny parts as extras. So if you get done with your build and you find that you have large parts as extras, very, very, very good bet that you missed something. Sometimes trying to keep it oriented in the same manner as the instruction manual can be slightly difficult at times, especially when here I am on camera trying to do this. And truth be told, folks, I really wish I could be there when she sees this. On one hand, I would really love to get her reaction on camera, but considering what is going on today, yeah, I'm going to forego that course of action. Fairly certain she would not, Mama Brick Whisperer would not appreciate that. So when you hear me say Mrs. Brick Whisperer, Mama Brick Whisperer, I'm Mrs. Brick Whisperer is my wife. I might slip and say Mama Brick Whisperer every now and then, but the real Mama Brick Whisperer is my awesome mother. Oop. There we go. Yeah, that very much looks like a flamingo. Now, I don't know how well you can see the coloring from here, but this particular leaf, and I'm fairly certain the video is not going to do it justice, but that is a very cool color. Just saying.
one of the great things, you know, and I had absolutely no idea that things were going to play out this way. It's great that I'm able to do this today. It's awesome that I have the day off to shoot this because it wasn't until just a couple of days ago I was like, oh, you're having this procedure done. Okay, not gonna lie, a little jealous, but that is a conversation for another time. All right, well that. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. That's pretty cool. On to the base. And I mean, right now we're at 20 minutes. Now, keep in mind, that was also me having to get up and go let my dogs outside, which means I'm gonna have to go get them here soon. Hopefully I can get all this taken care of, get this part knocked out long before Mrs. Brick Whisper shoots me a message. All right, you can let the dogs in now. Yeah, not gonna lie, the fumbling to try and find parts, not something I particularly enjoy. But like I said before, I really want to get this knocked out, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like I used to say when I was in the army, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Take it slow. It'll be quicker than you think. I think my cat just realized that the dogs are outside because I can hear her creeping, trying to creep out of the bedroom where the dogs typically keep her locked up. I don't know why. Well, obviously you can see how many pieces are left. It's not going to be that long before we can get this on the turntable and really admire it. Nope, that does not go there. The way things are going, maybe I should do a mistake counter. Ding. There we go. In fact, maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Drop piece number one, mistake number one, while I'm going through the editing process. That ought to be comical. For those of you that have seen Finding Nemo, right now I kind of feel just like Dory. Just keep building, just keep building. That sounded like my cue to go let the dogs inside. But I am almost done, so they're just gonna have to wait. They'll be okay. Alright, on to these awesome looking leaves here. Now, one thing I never understood, they always, and I say they, I'm referring to the folks at Lego. They wait until you are done with the build, and then they have you start putting stuff in the middle there. I got big hands. That's a little difficult. Help me out, guys. Dang. Okay, I'll admit, those are some pretty flowers. All right, pushing on. Boom, boom, and boom. So I really hope that she enjoys this build. I'm sure she's gonna love it. Maybe y'all could tell me in the comments what y'all think her reaction will be. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and actually see a comment from her. Not likely, but I can be hopeful. Alrighty. I believe that it is time to put this bird on the turntable. So what? Now I'm probably gonna have Kaylee, Mara, and Mrs. Brick Whisperer do a vote to see what is better. Do we want it just normal with the head up? Do we want it to where it looks like it's grooming himself? Or as if, I'm sure I've got this way too low. Or as if it's eating. Choices, choices, choices.
And so there it is, the final product. So I had Mrs. Brick Whisperer as well as Kaylee and Mara. They voted on whether it should be just standing, if it should be grooming itself, if it should have its head down and eating. And to my surprise, well, I guess not really, it was a dead even heat. All three of them picked, one picked one picked another, one picked the third. Well, that did not go quite as planned. But that's okay. Hopefully, Nana Brick Whisperer will see it. She will give me how she feels she wants it to be posed, and while she is recovering, I will swing by and get that taken care of for her. So I sincerely hope that she loves it. I'm sure that she will. And I made mention of those leaves, and the color you can see a whole lot better here while it's sitting on this turntable. Looks amazing. And so there it is. I know this video has become kind of a lengthy one because I did it in real time. I did not think that a 288 piece set was going to take me a half an hour to build, but that's okay. But I did get her something else directly from the CMFs, the collectible minifigures, series 19. I found, oddly enough, it's almost fittingly, the Gardener. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, so let's put the picture up of her right now. So there she is. Take a look at her shirt because, wow. Those little flowers on her shirt, hibiscus, my mother's favorite flower. She has those everywhere to include on her car. That she loves them. So one, it was the hibiscus shirt that caught my attention. Two, obviously the flamingo. Three, notice the hair. Now, it's been a little while since my mother dyed her hair, but oh yes, she used to do some crazy, wacky colors, purples and blues and pinks, and it always looked really cool. She's just taking a break from all that for now, which, hey, that's her choice. But let's face it, she's also a gardener. She loves plants. She has plants everywhere throughout her house, to include her front yard and her backyard and her back patio. They are everywhere. I don't think she has over 350 plants, but she does have quite a bit. So, I hope you enjoy the surprise to when you came home to finding the flamingo sitting there, your little minifig. Now, I know what happened to the last flamingo that I gave you, so I'm going to reiterate, no, Mom, I am not going to glue them. Not going to glue these. If you knock it down and they fall apart, you know how to reach me. I'll be more than happy to come by, pick everything up, put it back together for you. Absolutely no problem. And like I said, I love you. I really hope you are feeling better. I hope you have a quick and speedy recovery. This video was for you. But for everybody else, please hit that like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with everybody you know loves Lego. Drop a comment wishing my mother a speedy recovery. And with all of that being said, we'll see you when we see you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.